Hello and welcome to this month's edition of Gardener's Advice here at the Old Railway Line Garden Centre. I'm joined here today with Keith, a member of our shrub team. We're just going to ask you a few questions, Keith, and get a bit of advice off you for what people should be doing in their gardens this month.
Right.
So, to start with, flower gardens, what would you suggest? What's the way forward this month?
Well, there's lots to do in April, particularly because we didn't have much chance to do anything in March, but I've got to start by saying don't do a job, and that's cutting down spring bulbs, because the tendency is as soon as it's finished flowering you want to tidy it up, cut it down, but it's not a good idea. The leaves need to be left on 5-6 weeks until they die down naturally. What you can be doing with spring bulbs at the moment is feeding bloodfish and bone or chicken manure or something like that. That just builds up the energy for next year and the flower again next year. So that's the thing on spring bulbs at the moment, but I would enjoy them for the next couple of weeks because I don't think many of them have even started yet.
Fantastic. And anything else? What else should we be doing now in April?
I would like to tidy up my alpine bed in April and plant some new things because some won't have got through the winter. Cover the surface with some new gravel just to tidy it up, and obviously do some weeding because weeds will always grow even if your real plants won't.
Right, is that it for the flower garden in April, or have you got anything? What about sort of cuttings and that type of thing?
Well, people will have cuttings. I think they'll be in the greenhouse. Well, I hope they'll be in the greenhouse at the moment, of a cold frame. But they probably need potting up. Cuttings that were done last autumn, say, need potting up, just keep growing them strongly.
And bedding, is that something people should be thinking about this time of year?
Well, if again in the greenhouse, if you've got heat, you can start getting the bedding plants, perhaps planting up your hanging baskets, but they've got to be kept inside at the moment. You can buy plug plants and get those started, or you can start sowing in the greenhouse, but it probably does need heat overnight to make it successful.
So that's a good sort of insight on what we should be doing now with the flowers in the garden. What about sort of kitchen planting? What sort of stuff can we do ready for the kitchen?
Very frustrating, hasn't it? Because most people haven't been able to make a start this year because the soil's just been too cold. I think another couple of weeks we should see the soil's warming up and planting, sowing can start. You can speed that up with putting a sheet of polythene down or putting some cloches out, but there's no point in sowing vegetable seeds into cold ground. They'll just sit there and they'll either rot or just won't germinate. So I'd wait a couple of weeks, but you can start then with the brown beans and some peas and Brussels sprouts and get those in. You could sow inside in modules and then put those out later when the soil's warm. So yeah, things are kicking off in the kitchen garden, but it's been slow going this year.
Obviously people now will be thinking about seed potatoes and that sort of thing, so have you got any advice on seed potatoes?
Well, I mean some people will have got them in, but they're probably the lucky few. So I think the early potatoes now need to go in. When they always used to say plant them on Good Friday, well that's long gone, isn't it really? But yeah, start getting your early potatoes in now. But as soon as the new growth starts, it will need to be covered, ridge it up, stop the frost getting at the new growth. And then the second earliest, the main crop can follow in the rest of the month.
You mentioned earlier now about the greenhouse and putting stuff in your greenhouse. What should we be doing in our greenhouses at this time of year?
Well, what I've just done with mine is clean it out. Because after the winter, there's overwintering pests and there's mildew and algae, so I've cleaned mine out, ready for the new season. And then get your pots clean, and it's important to start like that. And then start sowing. Either vegetables or plants for bedding for later on.
So is it what should we have in our greenhouses at this time of year? Sort of the plug plants and that sort of thing?
Yeah, say if you've got heat or overwintered things. I mean, I've still got my winter lettuce, but they're not so much growing. They're all right, but they're still fairly small. They'll come on in the next few weeks, so people might have some veg in the greenhouse. Quite important at this time of year to ventilate it during the day. It can get quite warm as it did the other day in mine. So ventilate it in the morning if you can and close it up in the late afternoon to keep the heat in for the night.
That's fantastic. I've had a lot of people now coming through the garden centre and they're keen to get on with the lawn and make the lawn look tidy and that sort of thing for the new year now. So any advice on lawn care?
Yeah, lots to do on the lawn unfortunately. could do what I did last year and dig mine up. So that's one way of solving the lawn problems, but I doubt whether most people will get away with that. So I was thinking this time of year, if you didn't scarify and aerate the lawn in the autumn, it ought to be done now. It's jolly hard work, but it's good for the old stomach muscles done physically. Although you can hire electric machines that will get the thatch out, this old dead grass, but it does do the lawn a lot of good. And if you've got a waterlogged lawn or a badly drained lawn, it's worth getting some air holes into it with a fork or a special aerator. So you can start that at this time of year, and then you're probably going to find you've got some bald patches, as some of us have. That will need to be reseeded in the next couple of weeks as soil warms. And then of course it's weed and feed time, and possibly a moss killer if you've got a lot of moss, and after this winter you probably have in your lawn. So get one of those combined moss feed and weed killers on, and then it gets off to a decent start. And then of course the mowing starts fairly high level now. You don't want to cut it too short, and once a fortnight, once a week as you get into the season, and you've got a lovely lawn. Hard work though.
That's fantastic. So we've covered sort of the different things you should be doing now in April. Have you got any more sort of general advice for this time of year for the gardeners, for the garden?
Well, I think you've got to watch the two big problems, haven't you? The weeds, so keep the hoe going, or if you've got pernicious weeds you need to get rid of, then there's lots of chemicals now that don't persist in the soil, so you can use those without worrying about anything staying in your soil. And say keep the hoe going. Slugs and snails, they had a good year last year, didn't they? So you've got to just look out for slugs and snails. And again, plenty of things in the market. If you don't like the old chemicals, there's other things you can use these days. And any pest really at this time of year, if you get on top of them early, then you'll have fewer problems later in the year when it does warm up. So keep your eyes open for pests and disease at this time.
That's great. Thank you very much, Keith,
Okay.
for that bit of advice there. And we're doing another one next month, so tune back in for May's advice.